Hey guys, welcome to Ultra Healers. I am Baljit Saini, and if you are new to this channel, I talk about health and healing the mind, body, and subtle energies, spirituality, healthy living, wellness, that kind of stuff. But lately I've been very intrigued by the topic of anxiety because myself, and I've been experiencing a lot of anxiety. Not just because of the coronavirus, but also because of certain types of foods that or drinks that I've been consuming, and certain types of behavioral patterns that I've been thinking about. And I wanted to really, hone in on the topic of anxiety for the next few videos. And I wanted to really get down into the root of the issue and basically figure out where this is coming from, how to heal it, what we can do to resolve the anxiety issue, and to help you guys who are also facing or possibly facing anxiety, to kind of guide you down a path without medicine, without medical prescriptions, without the need of a doctor. I'm not a medical doctor, so I will not be giving medical advice, but I will be sharing some stuff that I've experienced on my own that can help you and that can help guide certain people down a positive path, hopefully without any anxiety. So, where do you think anxiety comes from? Please post in the comments below where you guys think anxiety comes from, and I'll go ahead and respond to those comments. So, I met Dr. Bruce Lipton a few months back at the International Yoga Festival in India, and I had a conversation with him, and he really knows this stuff when it comes to cell health, cellular biology, epigenetics, neuropsychology, and all the things that have to do with the health of a human being, and how to live without trauma and live without disease and without fear. So one of his main experiments that he did while he was doing research was he took a culture dish, right, and put stem cells in it, and they multiplied, became thousands and thousands of stem cells, all the same genetic code, right? So he split those into three different culture dishes, and he put those culture dishes in different environments. One maybe with not too much sunlight, one with more, sunlight, one with more oxygen, that kind of stuff. I'm not really sure what kinds of environments he put those three dishes in, but you can learn more about that by doing research on Dr. Bruce Lipton. And what he noticed is after a couple of weeks, the same genetically equivalent stem cells produced different results just based on the environment that they were in. So one of them produced more muscle tissue, one of them produced bone, and one of them produced fat cells. So how could three equivalent culture dishes produce three different things? Well, it's based on their environment. So what he came up with the conclusion that it's not the genetics that actually cause disease and problems, physiological, mental problems inside of our body. It's environmental factors that cause disease and cancers in our body. If a cancer is there and somebody is not coped enough mentally to withstand that, or to be able to heal themselves besides the chemo, then the cancer, scientists have noticed the cancer comes back. And what he basically came to a conclusion with is that our beliefs, once we start believing a certain pattern of things, those beliefs are so implanted into our subconscious that we don't know how to go left or right of that belief. So what he concluded with this evidence was that our beliefs are so strong that they can actually cause disease. So if we believe certain patterns over and over, let's say negative thoughts, a negative situation of patterns, if we keep influencing those negative belief patterns over and over and over again, what's going to happen is our blood composition is going to change. Our adrenals, our brain will release negative, or it'll release these chemicals like neuroepinephrine, cortisol. These chemicals it releases for a fight or flight response when it's in stress. It shuts down our gut because we don't need our gut for digestion at that time. It shuts down different parts of our body so that our legs and our arms can get a lot of blood so that we can actually run away from, let's say there's a tiger and all of a sudden we are in this fight or flight response. Our blood composition is going to change. Our cortisol is going to be released. Neuroepinephrine is going to be released. Adrenaline is going to be released so that we can run away from the tiger as fast as we can, or we can fight and defend ourselves. So, but if this is how a human normally body is supposed to behave, right? And it's normal to experience that because after about 10 to 30 minutes, our body goes back to normal, goes back into balance. But in this day and age, it's not the saber-toothed tiger or the elephant that's stampeding after you that's going to be causing the stress. It's your job, it's your family, it's your environment, it's your school, it's your financial situation, it's your mother-in-law, it's your father-in-law, it's your siblings, it's your children, it's the screaming, it's the videos, it's the advertisements, it's all of the crazy stuff that boggles our mind over and over again that causes us to be in this chronic stress syndrome. And that is like the negative thinking patterns that happen over and over and over again. And that causes chronic anxiety inside our body. Because stress and anxiety and fear are pretty much the same thing. It's an excitement that happens in our body that releases these negative chemicals that makes our body behave a certain way, this blood composition behave in a certain way that these chemicals go into different parts of our brain and all of a sudden we're in fight or flight mode. And that's not the way to live. That people who are in that chronic state of anxiety like I was, and I'm trying to get myself out of it. I've come a long way, and I'm it's working. Things that I'm doing to get myself out of these situations is working. It's really important to understand the difference and how to basically cope and heal yourself from anxiety. Now that's a whole different topic on its own, how to heal yourself from anxiety naturally, and that I'll be talking in future videos as well. I actually have another video that talks about anxiety and how to heal from it using certain types of techniques. And I'll be going even deeper in this in other videos. Please comment below what you think of this so far and let me know what has caused you anxiety and what you're doing to handle your anxiety, whether it's naturally or whether it's through medicine. Now, the goal is to have, to convert this subconscious mind into these negative thinking patterns, to convert that into positive thinking patterns so that we can reinforce our brain to think positively all the time. If we can always think positively all the time, then we're going to produce chemicals in our brain like oxytocin, which is the love chemical that you get when you hug your loved one or when you pet a dog or when you feel love for something. Okay, you're going to produce serotonin. You're going to produce, choline. This is all like good for your memory as well, and it makes you to feel good vibes. It feels good. The other chemicals, that's why people get butterflies in their stomach, is when they're experiencing a nervous fight or flight response, they get butterflies in their stomach because your body shuts down your digestive system and shuts down your stomach so that you can get blood flow to the areas that it needs the most. So Dr. Bruce Lipton is onto some really cutting edge stuff with this anxiety and fear, and how we can actually it's in our hands. We don't need external help, but it really does help to talk to people externally. We don't need help from medicines. We can actually do it ourselves by healthy eating, healthy sleeping, healthy exercise, yoga, meditation, positive thinking, I already said meditation, reinforcing those brain neural pathways to not go down the negative path all the time, but to slowly reinforce them to go down to the positive path, all the time. Our body is a crazy healing machine. Our body can experience a lot of trauma, but it can also heal itself. We just have to give it a chance. So give your body a chance to heal itself. Check out Dr. Bruce Lipton. I think this guy is amazing. And Epigenetics. He's onto some really cutting edge stuff when it comes to health and longevity, and Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about similar things as well. And I think this topic is really, really amazing. I'll be making more videos about anxiety and fear and stress in subsequent videos. But if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share this video with people, and give me a like and comment below, please. I really enjoyed making this video for you guys, and hit the bell notification icon so that you can get emailed anytime I upload a new video. Thank you very much. Namaste, over and out, and just do 5 minutes of meditation right now. Come on, you got to do like 5 minutes of meditation at least. See you in the next video.